I like to trade trends, but the issue with trends is that when you have like a ranging market, the the best thing you can do is basically to be break even or to not trade. But with EAs, it is extremely, like, I can't say this enough. Like, it's extremely hard. Even the best traders, the best systems, the best AI systems, it for even for the most complex systems, it is extremely hard to figure out what is actually a ranging market and how to really ride the trends when they are there. This is basically the issue with gold trading. That most traders, when there is a trend, they are making a ton of money, like, relatively. But if there is even a slight like ranging market, or just a slight like downside, even just like here, but I want to show you something. So also, as I am talking about it, this is an indicator that I am using for a while now, and I just decided that if you want to buy it, you can, because I am putting it up to let's say, let's see, I am putting it up to Gumroad actually. So even in these periods, traders are losing their minds. Actually, it is crazy, but yeah, this is the situation. And the issue is that most traders are too reactive to the markets because they don't have like the necessary tools, I think, and emotions to deal with like downsides and ranging markets. And with EAs as well, this is extremely hard. So this, like the geometric moving average with the smoothing, and this indicator, these are one of my favorite ones to use to actually establish like a trend for the robot. And what I want to show you is that this is, of course, what I am publishing now is just the first version of this indicator. But still, but even if it's the first version, I can use it in such a ways that is just so important and useful if you want to avoid ranging markets. Like, for example, the distance between the indicators can tell you so much about the markets. It is much better than even like ADX and all these like CCI, all these like kind of like trend indicators. I think it's much better. And as you can see, I coded like I try to code these indicators in a way that is actually useful. So that is not just an indicator that you download or buy and then you are just, man, this is not very good to use, and you just abandon it. So it is just the first version, but even in the first version, if you can see, I am showing it to you. I actually coded like a very clean like menu where you can change anything, like the indicator, the starting period, ending period of the EMAs. You can actually use like 400 if you want, and just like start at 50. You can actually give how many you want. I'm going to show you how it is changing. Like, it's completely different, and it's basically really like what you want in trading. How much lagging, how much like distance you want between the indicate, like the starting point and the end point, how many, like how much density you want. So it is just, you can really customize it, and it is just the beginning. Like, it is going to be much more customizable. And what I implemented, which is for me just a great feature, is this. This is a very minimalistic style, and if like whichever direction, like bullish or bearish, is like in most of the moving averages, it is going to write that percent. Like this, for example, now 98% of the indicators are telling that the trend is going to be like bullish, that the overall price is bullish. You can like check out, we can check out like for example the Euro USD, which is much harder because it is kind of like insane. Like it is now ranging, it is going a little bit up then down. You can see it like it started a little bit of a trend here. It is 40 it is it is 54% bullish, but that is not much. That is just, you know, at this point it is not really a trend. Of course, for example here we could have sold with this indicator. And so yeah, you can see the trends pretty clearly. And also let's see something. I want to show you a couple of things with this indicator because I think it's pretty interesting. And if you are interested in the use of it, how I'm using it in EAs and all this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. Of course, it consumes a little bit more like power because like it analyzes a lot of moving averages. But what I want to also tell you is that I am going to add something in the next update that is very, very cool. And which, like what I'm going to add is basically a multi-time frame analysis. But first, I want to also check out some index as well, like for example, the Nasdaq, because I'm just curious, like, not that I, it's not my first time, but yeah, it's literally 100%, but let's see, like some, yeah, it is 96%, but of course it has some ups and downs, some foldings here in the space. If you would take a look at it, like not just in a 2D space, but in a 3D space. Yeah, so let's see, like a 1 minute. It is, yeah, it is down on the like it is on the 1 minute chart, of course, because now we have a little bit of a downtrend. If you take a look at this, so of course in the 1 minute it is completely going down. So this is the exact reason why I actually decided, and most of the time I am trading the higher time frames and the trends. So you know, not the reactionary like 1 minute chart, these crazy stuff. But that's great as well. If you have the strategy for it, it's good, you can use it. I tried it as well, and you can actually be profitable on the 1 minute chart as well, but you have to use like an insanely complex strategy because the noise is too much. So what I'm going to do in the next update, and now you can buy this indicator for $30 on Gumroad. It's coming with all the free future updates. But I hope if you don't want to buy this indicator because you just are not interested in indicators, I hope even then this video is useful for you because you are interested in trading and thinking about trading, like what kind of tools you can use. So I want to show you a bunch of indicators in the future that I coded, because I am going to be really honest, I got really bored with the basic indicators. And even with the indicators that already exist, like the rainbow indicator, for example, but they are not complete. I feel like I can improve them so much that I am going to. And I have some completely new stuff that is not, that didn't exist in the market as well. So I'm going to have a dashboard that is going to tell like all the time frames, like what are the percentages on the time frames and what is the sum of the time frames. So for example, here, like we have like 96% on the 1 hour time frame, but we have how much, like 98% down, like in the opposite direction on the 1 minute chart. And also we have around 98% on the daily chart. So you can prioritize whichever time frame you would like, but you are going to also see a sum of the time frames. And I want to make it, but it's maybe not in the second update. to be weighted. So the time frames are weighted. So for example, the daily time frame counts as 5. The like it's a very simplistic way. Now it's so it counts as 5 times. The 1 minute time frame only counts like one time, and so basically the bigger trends are weighted the most. That's what I'm talking about. And also, or you can just use like the lower time frames as trigger points, and you only trigger, for example, if the daily time frame is at very high, like bullish, for example, and also like the 5 minute or 1 minute chart is very bullish as well, because that way you can trigger in a very sharp way. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in these kind of content, let me know, because I just want to make content that I enjoy doing, and I am spending a lot of time developing this stuff. If you are interested in the multi time frame dashboard, I'm going to make a video out when I'm finishing that version as well, with the weighted, the time frame weighted stuff. And I am now developing some crazy stuff, so I am going to go through some interesting indicators. Ciao.